First off, just looking around the room, I want to thank everyone that's attended today, and there's some pretty incredible people that have attended, and it just means the world to me because you've all influenced me, and you know, along the way I've probably read a chapter in all your books and applied it to myself and created, you know, obviously the athlete and the woman I am today. So looking around kind of makes you tear up a little bit, but it's a really special moment to have you all in one room and celebrating a milestone in my career.
Beautifully said. I can't remember my question. That was basically what I said in a nutshell. You're perfect. Response. I guess at this point of my career, as Lucas said, we weren't looking to do an autobiography. I feel that you know, that's something maybe later on that I'll focus on, but I wanted to share, it's almost like a series of snapshots just about my life and my life on tour, some of the adventures that you don't get to really get in-depth info on, and just my passion for healthy living, as Layne touched on. The kids kind of, sometimes with all the information flooding into their brains, they kind of waver in their, you know, concentration on keeping their body, you know, mentally and physically sound, like those thoughts and that clear vision of wanting to become, you know, the best them. So when a 15-year-old, an 18-year-old, a 30-year-old picks up your book and reads it, what do you want them to walk away having taken out of that?
Well, I'm hoping they can just have it in the house, on the coffee table, and just want to pick it up. You know, there is, you know, everyone's living fast-paced lives. They're probably not going to read front to back in one sitting, but I'm hoping they might go, oh, I wonder what I'm going to have for dinner tonight. And they can be like, Sal might have.
Layne will choose.
I want to go. Or that my parents might, or my parents or brothers may, after 14, health and safety. Didn't put that in. No, but that even maybe my family might wander past the table, and after 14 years of me training in front of them, they might pick it up and go, oh, I might go train today.
Yeah, the idea came about. Sal was obviously becoming more and more recognisable across Australia, and there wasn't one definitive thing that really told the story of Sally and what she stands for, and every little element of that. And I suppose that was the idea behind Live Like Sally. And I very nervously pitched the idea to Sal at the restaurant at Long Reef Golf Club in front of Mary and Martin, and they'll happily retell the story of me with sweaty palms and glowing cheeks. But thankfully got through it, and a couple of days later they were on. But in typical Doug Lee style, who published the book, he actually spilt the beans on the idea 2 days before I'd actually pitched it. After a long lunch down in Manly, ran into Sally and across the road over here at Grenadies and said, oh, Lucas has got an idea for you, he's going to pitch it to you tomorrow, I think it might be a book. But no, yeah, yeah, this is the end result after a big year.
What did you say to Sally? How did you kind of pitch it to her? I can't imagine she would have had to have been asked twice.
Well, my first point was obviously I didn't want to make it a biography because Sal, like you said, has a lot of achievements ahead of her and a really great professional career ahead. So it was really, I said to her, like, what I want to do is encapsulate, take one snapshot of what your life's like right now, and everything from food, diet, fitness, to the stories that she's told and on tour and the adventures out there. And Sal was on straight away. You could just see that she had that smile going as soon as I told her the idea.
Now, we all know Sal and we all love Sal, and she certainly has no reputation as a diva at Channel 9, where I work with Sally a lot. What would she like to work with in a literary sense? She drove a pretty hard bargain. Yeah, she definitely kept me on my toes, that's for sure. Sal obviously competing the whole time was tricky. The first half when we started, wasn't it? Sal was obviously doing the Aussie leg and then went overseas for a bit. So it was really when Doug kind of saw an opportunity to get us all locked on one island for 8 days. This is where we shot all the book, was on the Maldives. But yeah, so that was kind of our opportunity to get it all nailed, and I've never seen Sal work so hard. I mean, obviously we all know that she works hard, but seeing it in the flesh was just crazy. Like, sun was up and we were working straight away. We were shooting all the way through to the dark, and
interviewing in between, so it was really good.